In this image, you can see that I've got some fruits in these containers, and I wanted to show you how I did that using physics and rigid bodies. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get rid of the camera, and I think I'll get rid of that, and I'm going to create a quick box out of this thing here. So I'm going to scale this in the Z, scale it in the Y a little bit. I'll scale it in the Z a bit more. I'm just going to create a box. So in face selection, I'm going to delete that face, and I'm going to select the whole thing, E and Alt S, and I'm going to pull in, select it all, and Alt N, recalculate outside just to make sure. And let's bring this up. So we have our little container, let's say. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to need is something to drop in there, so some kind of a fruit or something. So for this, I'm just going to use a icosphere. I'm going to scale it down and bring it up. Let's pretend that's a peach or a blueberry or whatever. And I'm going to shade smooth, and we're going to use that. Now let's turn on the statistics so we can see what's going on here. All right, I'm going to make copies of this, but first I'm going to come to the physics, turn on rigid body, and this one is going to be active. And I think I can leave everything else the same. This one I'm going to turn on rigid body. This one is going to be passive. And I'm going to scroll down here to the sensitivity. And I should be able to change this to about 0.04. We'll try that so that it falls actually in. Now, I'm not just going to Shift D, I'm going to Alt D, and you'll notice that my poly count didn't change. So I'm just going to grab this a few times and Alt D and just put them wherever I want. Grab the whole thing, Alt D, and just get a whole bunch of these. Okay, some of these will fall outside. You could have a little funnel if you want. I'm just going to Alt D and just put them up there. All right, let's say we have that. All right, let's have a look and see how well this thing runs. Okay, so you see that they didn't fall in. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this, and I'm going to try switching this over to mesh, come back to the beginning, and it should work better. All right, a lot of them fell in and some of them didn't. All right, so let's come back to the beginning and let's do this. Let's create a little bit of a funnel for this. So I'm going to grab that edge, Shift D, I'm going to bring that up, P to break it out, and I'm going to, let's see, increase the scale. I'm going to extrude up, and I'm going to scale it out like this. I think I'll take the bottom and I'll scale it in so it sort of funnels them into there. This will still have the rigid body characters on it. So let's see how this works. Okay, right back to the beginning. In fact, what I can do, bring that to the beginning. What I can do is I can take this and come over here to the viewport display, and I'm going to put that on wire so we can see this thing. And let's go. All right, not bad. Let's take this and pull it down to here. Try again. All right, most of them went in. That's good. So I can take this thing, I'm going to hide that, and we have those. What I can then do is I can come over here and grab these. I'll just delete those. And anyone I don't like, maybe that one I can delete. All right, let's say we're happy with that. Bake to keyframes, and I'm just going to look and see what keyframe I'm on here. Actually, let's do that again. All right, I'm on frame 63. I like frame 63. I'm going to rigid body, bake to keyframes. I'm going to choose 63 here, and for the end frame 63, go ahead and bake it. And I can take all of these and I can join that together now, and I can, so let's say, apply all transformations and set the origin of geometry, and I've got 8,000. Okay, it's a little high, but I now have my thing here. I can come in here and I can do materials. I'm going to Control I and select the box, and let's go to the shading tab and put on some wood of some sort. All right, I'm going to Smart UV project that, and in UV editing, Select it all, rotate 90, and we can pack that, but I don't want to rotate it. So we have that, and it'll go on everything, but I can come back in here and let's take that. I can control I can put a different material on here if I want, on these guys. And take this one and make sure we assign that, and we have our thing. All right, obviously if we have less of these, it won't take up as much. If we have less faces than that, it would be even better. Okay, so there's how you can fill up a container.